I'm sure by now you guys know what this video is about. I'm finally doing my review on SmileDirectClub. I'm on my 7th tray. There's 10 trays altogether, so I'm almost done my pack. Overall, it has been, I would say roughly, probably like a good 6 months since I've been on it. Now, originally it's supposed to be 6 months, but I usually like to extend my trays, so as opposed to keeping them only for 2 weeks in, I keep them in for a whole month and then switch to a new tray. So instead of me having 6 months, I now have it for a year. And it's best for me because I don't keep them in every single day as I used to in the beginning. I just can't do it. It's just too much, and it's very painful when you first put that tray in. So I just keep them in for a couple of hours, take them out, probably a day or two I'll miss. But whenever I snap them back in, it's super tight, so I know my teeth has slightly shifted out of place. Basically, it's a huge box, as you can see, and it comes in the mail just like that. Inside of the box, it's 3 different trays. It's actually 4 aligners in one of these. So there's actually 4 aligners in one of these. It comes in a 2-pack basically, like so. And it's in one compartment and then 2 in this compartment. And the first one is really from your first tray, second tray, third tray, fourth tray, and then you go to 5th tray, 6th tray, 7th tray, 8th tray, and so on and so on. Now, also when you get them, there's these little small teeth whitener. They're supposed to whiten your teeth. Now, I don't really know how that went, because when I went for the in-person scan, they gave me this little small blue light, but it never ended up working. So I never really ended up using the teeth whiteners. I just have them there. I whiten my teeth on my own with, you know, I don't even know what this is for. I just assumed that I was supposed to put this in my trays and then put it in my teeth, but that would defeat the purpose because these type of things look like they need that blue light. That's what they gave me the light for. I just leave them. Some of them I threw out. It's supposed to be like 4 altogether. I didn't use them. Inside of the box also, at the very bottom of the box, like all the way under here, because I don't know who goes. There's this paper. And it's basically telling you, like, listen, you reached the end. Now it's time for you to get your retainers. The retainers is, I believe, $100. I don't know if it's $100 a month or just $100 altogether to get it. But I am nowhere close to that, so I'm not even worried. When I went for my in-person scan, I went to the location in Manhattan, Harlem, Manhattan, and they were very nice to me. They're very, informative. I just sat in the seat. He did the teeth. It's like a 3D scan type of thing, and your mouth has to be like wide open. They're like getting all in the back. I'm just like, bro, like so uncomfortable, and like you're drooling. It's so not ladylike, basically. And he did my scanning, and he told me I would have to wait for, I believe, roughly like a month or so for it to come in, because each tray has to be designed to shift your teeth. So your first tray is basically how your teeth are already, and it shifts it a little bit. Then your second tray shifts it a little more. Your third tray shifts it more. So it's best to go along with it as opposed to starting from your first tray and then moving to your third tray. The worst, because I've tried it and I don't recommend for anyone to do it. I was like, whoa, no. True, I'm trying to be nosy. I'm like, I'm not going to do it. I have them in right now. I have my 7th tray in, so it makes me kind of talk weird. In the beginning, it was the worst because I was always talking with a lisp. So I learned to pronounce my words better, because it's like I usually talk with my mouth really low, like I'm not a loud talker, but it's like these made me have to learn to be like, okay, well, everyone, like it's just horrible. So I learned to speak more profound and just a little bit of outside voice, basically. But it does make you very thirsty and very parched and very dry mouth super fast. So I have it in my order. Anyways, it keeps you from wanting to eat. That's the crazy part about it. So if you want to gain weight, these are not going to be the best choice. I'm telling you, I'm not going to lie to you, because you have them in, you can't eat anything. When you take them out, bro, eating or trying to chew is not going to help. Don't even bother drinking anything cold or anything super hot, because it's going to be so painful. The first day when you pop in your aligners, say like, you're popping in your second one for the month or whatever, because it's 2 trays per month. Say you pop in your second tray, you're going to have a headache for like the entire day or 2. And they recommend for people to take Advil or Tylenol or whatever you use for headaches, because you're going to get them. I don't take those things. I just drink tea, or I sleep it off, or sometimes I just don't wear them at all, and I don't want to be bothered with having the headache for that day itself. So I'll just wait for like a weekend when I'm home, or a day where I know I'm going to be super just lazy and I can just sleep the whole day. That's, this is my top row, and this is what it looks like. They're used, don't worry. After every one that I use, I take my toothbrush and, some baking soda and peroxide, and I scrub everything out. I let them soak for like a good 20-30 minutes, just in case for any like leftover plaque or leftover food in it. I just scrub it out and I just put them back in the pack, just in case. You never know. Now let's go over payments, because that's the biggest question. Everyone's always asking me about payment. How much is it? Is it expensive? And I'm like, girl, no. And I look at it like, if you have, a steady income, you're not going to notice when they take out, the monthly deductions, which would be $80. So this is the book that they give you when you go to your in-person free screening. And basically these are all like the questions in the booklets, any questions that you have. Basically some of the questions that I've already been getting and I've answered. Does it hurt? Yes, it does. The first 2 days. Can I eat? No, you can't. You cannot eat when you have them in. You cannot drink anything sweet unless it's water. You cannot drink anything hot, because it's just going to tamper with the plastic itself, and that's not smart to drink something hot and you have plastic in your mouth. It is BPA free, but still, just don't do it. It's just not smart. What's the other question? How much does it cost? Yes, that's the biggest question. I keep going away from that. So overall, you can make a single payment. This is what it says in the book. A single payment of $1,850. Or you can choose a payment plan and you pay the $250, I believe, at your first at your first free screening, and then every month you pay the $80 after that. It all depends on you. They do accept FSA, HSA accounts, and care credits. So if you have care credit, by all means, go ahead and run and do it. If you don't have care credit, I will set a link at the bottom so you guys can get all the information you want to apply for it, however you do it. I didn't apply for care credit. I didn't even use care credit. I just do cash. Everything I do it with cash. It's kind of not smart, but it kind of is smart, because I don't want to deal with any of the monthly payment craps that I'm going to forget about. So, but my surgery, I pay for my surgery in cash, because I don't want to have to worry about, oh, I forgot that I have to pay 100 something this month or 80 something this month towards the surgery. No, I don't want to have that problem. So I'm only paying $80 a month, and I think it comes the 24th of each month. So, ahead of time, I have that set right there. Your insurance may reimburse a portion for your aligners. I don't know if they accept private insurances, but you can ask them about that. When can you expect results? Now, for me, I didn't desperately need them. I didn't have any problems with my teeth before, any shifting. I just noticed that I was getting a small gap to the side right here. I don't know how, I'm not sure if you guys can see it. It's like right here. It's a small gap. I didn't like it because I'm like, I don't want when I'm laughing, you see that gap and it's getting bigger. So I wanted the aligners to just tighten them in. Now there are people who need it and it has worked for them. If you want, I'll post their Instagram so you guys can check out their testimonials and the pictures and everyone else that has used it and has recommended it and is in love with it. If you live in the New York tri-state area, I will put the address for the Harlem location that I went to. It's super nice in there, super clean. You don't have to worry about anything. And I will post my discount code. Now my discount code right now, you guys can get 50% off on your kit if you have it mailed to your house. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, just shoot it in the comment section below or just hit me up on Instagram and I will be glad to answer any of your questions.